Sawadee Kop. Welcome to Break Time with Monty. Today's story, Santika Pub owner found not guilty. The appeals court yesterday overruled the guilty verdict handed down by the criminal court against Santika Pub owner Waisuk Setsawat on charges relating to dozens of deaths and injuries in a 2008 New Year countdown fire. The court clears Santika publican. The appeals court yesterday acquitted the owner of the Santika Pub of all charges relating to dozens of deaths and injuries in a New Year countdown fire at his premises on Ekamai Road in Bangkok 5 years ago. The court ruled Waisuk Setsawat, the owner, was not directly negligent and did not cause the fire. The court ruled he was not responsible for allowing more than 500 people to enter the pub. Despite being cleared of negligence charges, the court found Mr. Waisuk had failed to attach a plan of the building showing the fire exits and had not placed signs showing the fire exits. He had not installed enough emergency lights in accordance with the Building Control Act. The fire resulted from fireworks lit in front of a stage in the pub, and they were the responsibility of Focus Light Sound System Company and its authorized director, Bunchu Lao Sinart. The fireworks, which were designed to be fired off outdoors, were lit inside the pub. The fireworks hit the ceiling and caused the fire. 2 years ago, the criminal court had sentenced Mr. Waisuk and Mr. Bunchu to 3 years in jail, fined the company 20,000 baht, and ordered Mr. Bunchu and his company to pay 8.7 million baht in compensation for 5 people killed and severely injured in the fire. The criminal court had acquitted 3 other executives of Mr. Waisuk's White and Brothers 2003 company and singer Sarawut Araya, who was accused of lighting a firecracker in the pub. The prosecution appealed against the sentence in the singer's case, but the appeal court ruled that unedited video footage showed the singer had not lit fireworks and acquitted him. The appeal court upheld the 3-year term on Mr. Bunchu, the 20,000 baht fine on his company, and the 8.7 million baht compensation order on Mr. Bunchu and the company. Mr. Bunchu successfully sought his release on 500,000 baht bail yesterday and will appeal to the Supreme Court. In the pub fire on December 31, 2008, 67 people were killed and 103 were injured, 32 of them seriously. Ratana Sailim, 31, who was severely burnt in the fire and is now disabled, said she was disappointed and would file a petition with the Supreme Court. She said she was jobless, and the horror of the blaze still haunted her every New Year's Eve. Mali Thanampanyarak, a relative of a person injured in the fire, said the relatives of all people who had suffered would petition the Supreme Court as they wanted the pub operator to share responsibility because he had hired the company to install fireworks in the pub. Mr. Wysett was also acquitted of violating the Building Control Act, and the relatives considered the compensation figure was too small. Ms. Mali said damaged parties filed 47 civil lawsuits to demand compensation from the pub operator and associates. Ms. Ratana alone has demanded 8 million baht. She said the other side had offered 100,000 baht in compensation. Now, today's vocabulary. Accused, accused, acquit, acquit, act, act, appeal, appeal, appeal court, court of appeal, appeal court, court of appeal, associate, associate, authorized, authorized, bail, bail, blaze, blaze, ceiling, ceiling, charge, charge, civil lawsuit, civil lawsuit, compensation, compensation, convict, convict, criminal court, criminal court, disabled, disabled, disappointed, disappointed, emergency, emergency, exit, exit, figure, figure, fine, fine, firecracker, firecracker, firework, firework, footage, footage, haunt, haunt, hire, hire, horror, horror, in accordance with, in accordance with, injury, injury, jail term, jail term, level, level, negligent, negligent, outdoor, outdoor, overturn, overturn, party, party, petition, petition, premises, premises, prosecution, prosecution, publican, publican, relative, relative, release, release, responsible for, responsible for, rule, rule, sentence, sentence, severely, severely, stage, stage, suffer, suffer, Supreme Court, Supreme Court, survivor, survivor, uphold, uphold, verdict, verdict, violate, violate. That's today's story and vocabulary. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time on Break Time with Monte.